Have you ever felt like your faith is shaky, like you're wrestling with the belief in God's plan for your life? This is a common struggle many of us face when it comes to our faith. It's not just you or me or your next-door neighbor. This struggle is universal. It's as old as faith itself. Let's consider the scripture from Hebrews chapter 11 verse 1. It says, "Now faith is confidence in what we hope for, and assurance about what we do not see." This verse is a beautiful reminder that faith isn't about seeing but about believing. It's about trusting in something beyond our comprehension, something bigger, something divine. But let's be honest here, it's not always easy, is it? Life throws curveballs, and sometimes it feels like our faith is being tested. We question God's plan, we doubt His love, and we wonder why certain things happen the way they do. We grapple with questions that don't seem to have clear answers. We struggle to keep our faith strong amidst the storms of life. But here's the thing, struggling with faith isn't a sign of weakness. It's a sign of being human. It's a part of our journey, our growth, and our spiritual evolution. It's these very struggles that shape us, that mold us into the people we are meant to be. And the beauty of faith is that it can be strengthened, it can be nurtured, like a seed sprouting into a mighty tree. It can be fortified, like a castle standing tall against the forces of doubt. And the key to strengthening faith? It's conversation, it's dialogue, it's opening up a channel of communication with the one who created us. So if you're in that place of struggle today, remember this. You're not alone. We've all been there, and there's a way out. There's a way to overcome these struggles. It starts with a conversation. It starts with talking to God. Remember, it's completely normal to experience these struggles, but there's a way to overcome them. One powerful way to strengthen your faith is to converse with God. Yes, just talk to Him as you would with a close friend. Imagine the richness of our faith if we took time to have a heart-to-heart with our Creator. This is the essence of prayer. It's more than just reciting words or following a ritual. It's about opening up, sharing your thoughts, your fears, your hopes, and your dreams with God. The Apostle Paul in Philippians 4:6-7 says, "Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition with thanksgiving, present your requests to God." What a comforting thought, isn't it? To know that no matter the situation, you can share it with God. You can lay bare your heart without fear of judgment or rejection. You can pour out your anxieties and worries, and in return, receive a peace that surpasses all understanding. But it's not just about presenting your requests or expressing your concerns. It's also about expressing gratitude. It's about acknowledging the gifts and blessings we've received, even in the midst of trials. And it's about recognizing the beauty of God's grace and His unfathomable love for us. Now you might be wondering, how do I start this conversation with God? Well, the good news is, there's no right or wrong way. You can start by simply saying, "Hello, God," and then let the words flow. Share your day, your dreams, your struggles. Ask for guidance, seek comfort, express your gratitude. Remember, this is your personal conversation with God. As you make this a habit, you'll start to notice a shift in your faith. You'll find a deeper understanding of God's ways. You'll experience a sense of peace, even in the midst of turmoil. You'll start to see God's hand in everything around you. Yes, the power of conversation with God is transformative. It's a journey that leads to a deeper, more intimate relationship with Him. It's a journey that strengthens your faith, one conversation at a time. When you make a habit of talking to God, you start to build a personal relationship with Him. Building a strong foundation in faith isn't about following a set of rules, but about developing a personal relationship with your Creator. That's right. Faith is not a checklist of do's and don'ts. It's a deeply personal journey, a bond with the divine that can truly transform us. Let's take a moment to delve into the profound wisdom of the scriptures. James 2:26 enlightens us, saying, "As the body without the spirit is dead, so faith without deeds is dead." It's a vivid analogy that beautifully captures the essence of our faith. Like a body without spirit is lifeless, faith without action is devoid of life. It isn't just about belief, but about living out that belief in our daily actions. So, what does this mean for our relationship with God? It means that our faith is not just about acknowledging God's existence, but about letting that knowledge shape our actions and decisions. It's about allowing our faith to guide us, to help us be kinder, more compassionate, and more loving. It's about living our faith day in and day out. Faith is a personal journey, a walk with God. It's about having conversations with Him, sharing our deepest fears, hopes, and dreams. It's about listening to His gentle whispers, seeking His guidance in moments of doubt, and trusting in His love for us. This personal relationship with God is the bedrock of our faith, the foundation upon which we build our lives. So let's strive to make our faith more than just a belief. Let's make it a way of life. Let's live our faith, not just profess it. Let's let our actions speak louder than our words, showing the world the transformative power of faith. Remember, faith is not a solitary journey. We are walking hand in hand with our Creator, guided by His love and wisdom. So let's make faith a personal journey, not just a list of rules to follow. Let's cultivate a personal relationship with God and let that relationship strengthen and deepen our faith. So let's make faith a personal journey, not a list of rules to follow. When you open your heart to God and allow Him to speak into your life, you'll find peace and clarity in your faith journey. This is a profound truth that many of us tend to overlook, but it's incredibly crucial in strengthening our bond with the divine. Opening your heart to God is not a one-time event. It's an ongoing process, a continuous conversation. It's like learning to dance. At first, it may feel awkward, as if you're stepping on each other's toes, but with time, you find the rhythm, and the dance becomes a beautiful expression of your relationship with God. Now you might ask, how do I open my heart to God? Well, it's simpler than you might think. It starts with a willingness to be vulnerable, to expose your innermost thoughts, fears, and hopes to your Creator. It's about being honest, even when it's uncomfortable, and trusting that God understands and cares about your deepest concerns. But this conversation is not just about talking, it's also about listening. Listening to God can bring peace and clarity. It can provide reassurance in times of doubt and guidance when you're feeling lost. The scripture Psalm 46:10 reminds us, "Be still and know that I am God." This verse isn't just a command, it's an invitation. God is inviting us to take a moment, to be still, to quiet the noise of the world and to listen. When you're still, you create space for God to speak. You open up a channel of communication that allows His wisdom, His love, and His peace to flow into your life. And the beautiful thing is, God doesn't speak in riddles or complicated language. He speaks in a way that resonates with your heart, in a way that you can understand. Imagine it like this. You're in a crowded room, and everyone is talking at once. It's noisy, and you can't make out a single word. But then, someone whispers your name. Despite all the noise, you hear it, you recognize it. That's how God's voice is. It's a whisper amidst the chaos, a gentle nudge that guides you in the right direction. So how do you listen to God? It's not about hearing a booming voice from the heavens. It's about tuning into that quiet whisper, that gentle guidance. It's about paying attention to the nudges, the signs, the feelings of peace and clarity. It's about being open to His guidance, even when it comes in unexpected ways. In essence, opening your heart to God is a journey of trust, vulnerability, and attentive listening. It's about stepping into a dance with the divine, a dance that brings peace, clarity, and strength to your faith. So remember, it's essential to not only talk, but also listen to God. When you do, you'll find that your faith journey becomes a beautiful dance, and you'll experience a profound sense of peace and clarity like never before. So why not take a moment today to chat with God? Pour out your heart to Him. Listen to His gentle whispers, and trust in His love for you. In the hustle and bustle of our daily lives, it can be easy to forget the power of pausing, the power of a moment. But let's consider the impact a single moment can have. A moment of silence can bring peace. A moment of reflection can bring clarity. And a moment of conversation with God can bring strength to your faith. Imagine if we took a moment each day, just a few minutes, to really talk, and more importantly, to listen to God. To share our thoughts, our fears, our hopes, and our dreams, to pour out our hearts in the most genuine and honest way we know how. This is not about reciting memorized prayers or following a prescribed set of words. This is about a personal, heartfelt conversation with our Creator. The scripture in Matthew chapter 6, verse 6 tells us, "But when you pray, go into your room, close the door, and pray to your Father, who is unseen." This verse isn't just about finding a quiet place to pray. It's about creating a personal, intimate space for conversation with God. It's about shutting out the noise of the world so you can hear His gentle whispers. When we open up this line of communication with God, we open up a pathway for His love, His guidance, and His peace to flow into our lives. We allow Him to speak into our hearts, to comfort us in our struggles, to guide us in our decisions, and to reassure us of His unending love for us. You see, God isn't some distant, unreachable figure. He's a loving Father who wants to be involved in our lives, who wants to hear from us, who wants to guide us, and He's always ready to listen. So why not take that moment today? Why not make it a regular part of your day? It could be in the early morning when the world is still quiet and the day is fresh and new. Or it could be in the evening when the day is winding down and you can reflect on the events that have unfolded. Whenever it is, find that moment, that space to chat with God. You don't have to have all the right words. You don't have to have it all figured out. Just come as you are, with an open heart and an open mind. Share your joys, your worries, your doubts, and your dreams, and then take a moment to listen, to really listen, to let His words, His love, and His peace fill your heart. And you'll find that this moment, this conversation, can bring a strength to your faith that you may have never thought possible. It can bring a peace that surpasses all understanding. It can bring a clarity and a purpose to your life that only comes from a personal relationship with God. Remember, God is always ready to listen. Now that we've explored how talking to God can strengthen your faith, we encourage you to take a moment to talk to Him. It doesn't have to be a grand gesture or a formal prayer. It can be as simple as a heartfelt conversation, a whisper in the silence, or a thought directed towards Him. You see, when you talk to God, you're not just speaking into the void. You're engaging in a divine dialogue that transcends the physical world. It's a dialogue where your words are heard, your thoughts are known, and your heart is seen. So don't hold back. Share your joys, your sorrows, your fears, and your hopes. You might be asking, but how do I start? How do I talk to God? Well, it's easier than you think. It starts with a simple, "Hello, God." From there, you can share anything you want. You can thank Him for the blessings in your life, ask for guidance in your challenges, or simply express your love for Him. Remember, there's no right or wrong way to talk to God. What matters is the sincerity of your heart. The scripture Jeremiah 29:12 says, "Then you will call on me and come and pray to me, and I will listen to you." This is God's promise to us. When we call on Him, He listens. He hears our prayers, our words, and even the silent cries of our hearts. So have faith, dear friends, that your words are not falling on deaf ears. They are being heard by the one who loves you unconditionally, the one who wants to be in a relationship with you. This is your call to action. Take a moment today to talk to God. It doesn't have to be long. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be sincere. Start a conversation with Him. You'll be amazed at how it can strengthen your faith, bring clarity to your life, and fill your heart with peace. Remember, you are not alone in your faith journey. We are here to walk with you, to guide you, and to encourage you. So let's do this together. Let's start talking to God. Let's build a stronger foundation of faith. Not tomorrow, not next week, but today, right here, right now. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more inspirational content. We're committed to helping you grow in your faith, to bringing you closer to God, and to inspiring you to live your life to the fullest. Remember, God is just a conversation away. Talk to Him today.